McDonald. I live here in Springfield, Missouri, and I attend the Lead Her on Mondays, well, a couple of Mondays a month, the first and the third Mondays of Lead Her in Springfield at the Northbridge Church. My story is, in my opinion, not really any different than anybody else's. I moved here from Wisconsin a few years back, and in moving here, I didn't know anybody. My friends were not here, my family was not here, and I was, as sometimes we say in our program here, broken. I was lost. I was worried. I came to church here at Northbridge, and one of the words that I heard, or some of the phrases that I heard was awesome. Pastor Tony said, "Are you at the end of your rope?" Yeah, that's exactly where I was. And I came up to the office to come to church, and I saw the Lead Her sign. There was a little office in our strip mall, and I went in, and Christy was very, very, very welcoming, and she said, "You need to come here. You need to come and be with us." And she told us about the meetings, and she told me about what I wanted to hear, basically, or what I needed to hear. I needed to hear that there was some place that I could go, that I could talk, and I could say, and I could do the things that God wanted me to do, and feel not so stormy, not feel so anxious, or not feel so worried that I wasn't going to make real friends, or that maybe this isn't exactly the right spot for me to be in. And that wasn't the case. And Holly was there at one of those first meetings too. And everyone at Lead Her always made me feel very welcome, and they still do. But my story was that of anxiety, that of coming out of, telling my inside story, not just the outside story that would project that calmness and the happiness and oh joy, and I think everybody needs to hear that and see that, so that's what I'm going to project. But inside, the storm that was boiling, and the turmoil of, I don't know where I'm supposed to be, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And at church one day, Christy was talking, and I heard her say something that has just resounded actually in my soul. She's kind of put a little dart in there that started something. She said, "Tell your story." And I looked up and around like, tell my story. Was that God talking to me, or was that her just saying that? I don't know. And then in the weeks and even months since then, I've thought about tell my story. So I've been thinking a lot about my story. I'm thinking a lot about things that have happened to me in my life. This is not my first marriage, it's my third marriage. This is not children with a stepfather. This is children with a stepfather that then later had another stepfather, and now I have 4 children. And out of all of that, Jim and I have found each other, and I've got the best marriage I've ever had in my entire life. And we've been going strong for a long time. And there's a lot of things that we've learned in Lead Her about getting out of ourselves. We walk around the neighborhood and we try to do good for other people. We've had a few little, excursions like that. And then we small group in, and we get together and we talk about things that is one step further, something a little bit more intimate, something that maybe you wouldn't tell anybody but your best friend. Because when I look around the room, there's nothing but best friends there. And the storm that happens in my heart doesn't happen very often, or not nearly as terrible as it used to be. I know God is with me in the storm. I know God carries me through everything. When I first moved here, I said something to our church secretary. God didn't put me here. I'm crying in the middle of the room, and I'm saying, God didn't bring me here so that I could suffer. I know He didn't. I just absolutely know He didn't. And I left there thinking, maybe, just maybe, that Lead Her might be the answer for me. Alcoholics have AA. We women have Lead Her. So in the storms of my life, there's calm here, and it's a safe place to be. And this is where I want to be. This is my story. My story continues. It's not just what happened to me before and where I am now, but it's where I'm going. I hope this is on the right path. I hope nobody got bored with my story. Thank you for listening.